Everybody, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to Do or Die Unzipped. This is our first and experimenting first podcast. Hope you enjoy. We'll do a little bit. We'll introduce ourselves, and then we'll get into some crazy shit. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I was just checking to make sure that we are live on all of our DJ accounts, and we are. So, welcome to the Do or Dies podcast. Everybody out there in the wasteland that is playing DayZ currently on our servers. Welcome.
Yes. You may recognize our voices. Thank you.
That was
Thank you.
that was a mishit, and my finger fat fingered the space bar, but it was perfect timing.
It was. It fucking was. For those of you that don't recognize the voices, my name is Kit Kat. I am one of the co-owners of Do or Die. Thank you so much for playing. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I will pass you over to my partner in crime.
All right. Sorry about that. I was sending some links out. Again, this is our first time kind of doing a podcast style of a video. So please bear with us as we do kind of go back and forth, making sure everything is good to go since this is our first time doing one. But welcome everybody. We're glad to have you here. This is like Kit Kat was saying, this is new to us. So I will introduce myself. My name is J Dog. I am one of the owners of Do or Die servers. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kat, but we do have about 13 servers that we do currently run, from Ark to Arma to DayZ on all platforms. So you will find us mostly and primarily on DayZ. We have currently four servers, I believe, for just the PlayStation. So we do technically have 5, yes. 6 if you want to include Badlands when it does come out. So we're looking forward to that.
Super excited about that shit.
So stay tuned. I think we'll touch base with that a little bit later and talk about that some. But to get back with some of the other servers, we do offer 3 PvE servers on PlayStation and 1 full PvP server. On Xbox, it's 1 PvP server only, and then on PC, it's a mix of PvP and PvE. But the PvE is typically just in currently at our trader zone.
Mm-hmm.
But feedback is always welcome. If you guys feel that it should be PvE everywhere, but in certain areas, we're always looking for feedback, and we take feedback with a great assault. And if we can implement things, then we definitely do, or we try to.
Mm-hmm. Red Falcon, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for joining.
Hello. Glad to have you here. Well, Kat, I'll pass this off to you. Is there anything that you would like to touch base on first?
I think we should definitely talk about upcoming stuff. Obviously, we hit a big milestone today.
We did. We did.
We hit quite a big milestone today. For those of you that don't know, we actually hit 1,000 members in Discord today, which is crazy.
In 10 months. Correct me if I'm wrong. We just
Uh,
right before our 11th month.
yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
18th. The 18th would be 11 months old.
So in 10 months, we've hit 1,000 Discord members, which, um, you know, I can't say thank you enough to the amazing community that we have. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for everybody out there. One, tuning in, listening to us just ramble on. When we either live stream on Twitch or just coming out and talking to us in the games that we play. None of this wouldn't be possible without them.
Oh, 100%. Whether you're, you lurk in the Discord, whether you're just starting out on Do or Die and you're not in the Discord, hey, why not give it a try? We do have a great community. Everyone's lovely most of the time. I'd say 99% of the time. You do unfortunately get the odd arsehole that comes in, but we get rid of them pretty quick. We try and keep it a safe and non-toxic environment for everybody. We have a new warning system and stuff like that in place that we brought in. For some of you, you may have received a warning. Any feedback on that would be great. It is a new thing we're trying out. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So, for context, J-Dog Red Falcon plays Armor.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome to see you. Arma, I know, is a whole different animal for me. It's a learning curve. I started with Arma a while back when Daisy was an Arma mod. But when Daisy became its own thing, for me, that was the best thing ever, and I'm very glad that they decided to go that route with Daisy, because I love Daisy, and Daisy's definitely my one of my favorite games now.
Yeah, I've been playing for years. On and off. Of course, you hit that bump and then you're like, ugh, I don't want it. Ugh. So you don't play it. But yeah, on and off for a few years. But we got some exciting things coming out. I know a lot of you are like, right, what's next? You'll have to find out. There's going to be quite a big event for 1,000 members. Obviously, we want to wait and give ourselves a
buffer, if you will.
A buffer, yeah, a buffer, just in case we lose a few, and we want to, make sure that we definitely have 1,000. Basically, that's still a crazy amount for me. I can't.
It's crazy to think, in under a year, just to see where we have grown, see where it has been, and see everything that we've done, in that short amount of time. Of course, we can't please everybody. We never will. Nobody can please everybody. But we definitely give it a try, and we give it a good effort every day. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the community. Especially Kat has helped me quite a bit, and a lot of you I know don't know. Of course, everybody has their own backstory, and it's always our choice and our decision if we choose to share those backstories. And I'm sure one of the podcasts, if if the community wants to hear backstories from us a little bit more in depth, I'm sure that I don't have an issue with sharing a little bit of my backstory later on. Um,
Nope.
that's a long it's a long road, and that'll be a long podcast
Yep.
if we chose to do all that right
Get
now.
comfy. Sit down, get comfy, grab tea, coffee, water, whatever you drink. Jack Daniels and Coke, really. It's hump day. So sit down, relax. We'll talk shit in your ears. And yeah, it's going to be fun. Obviously, we've added some new things too. We've added quite a few new things. And, we've got things like our astronauts and our Grim Reapers on Livonia, PvE.
We have moving hordes on our Chinar server, which this is my when we added those the first time that we've ever done a moving horde type thing. People who've played of obviously PC Daisy, they know moving horde is quite easy to do with the modded community, but to have something like that on console, it doesn't happen, and then most community servers don't have that. Either they don't know how to code them, or they don't know how to add events like that. So having the hordes that move around is kind of fun, and that was a very fun coding that in. I know Kat likes to build things and her astronauts are amazing. For me, I like the coding and like the things like that not all servers have.
It was definitely fun building it. And I'll tell you what, credit to the guy that gave me the inspiration for it. I saw it and I was like, I need to do that. It was a challenge, don't get me wrong. It was very, very hard to get everything in the right place and whew, and then to see it in game and people enjoying it and going, oh, this is cool, is good to see. So any feedback on those would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see another model, maybe, if anyone has an idea, I'm more than happy to give it a go, build something else. New bunker on Livonia. I built that.
Everybody seems to be enjoying that bunker. I've seen a lot of good things about it.
Well, I tried to do it like a 50-50 sort of approach. You got the spawned in stuff that is going to be there every time you go unless someone's hit it before you. It's going to be there every time. So you're guaranteed to get those spawned in items. But there's also random loot. So I think it's a perfect mix.
It's not overpowering where you find everything all in one spot. You're not guaranteed to find 10 weapons in there and they all be high value. You may find one, you may find two, but you're guaranteed at least to find one high tiered weapon, which makes it worth using your punch card and finding the location of where it's at.
Someone actually asked me today if the airdrops are going to come back. They really like the airdrops on Livonia.
I know it's something that a lot of the community members like. I know we wanted to test them out. I might build something a tad bit different, maybe something bigger, maybe something a little bit more in depth, or maybe new locations. As far as adding them back, that is an option. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't causing the server a bunch of lag. I know with removing some of the things that we have as far as like the zombie horde and the original bunkers and stuff like that, I know it helps quite a bit on the Livonia server.
Mm-hmm.
So bringing them back is definitely an option. and it is definitely something we are definitely looking into doing. I just wanting to do something a tad bit different with them before we bring them back.
Testing.
Testing. Maybe instead of a horde of military, maybe to be a horde of mummy zombies. Maybe we'll make you work for that loot a little bit more. There's some definitely good high tiered loot in there. You're guaranteed to almost walk away with, I'd say, between 5 and 6. But you got to kill. Currently, you had to kill about 70 to 80 zombies.
Yeah. Give or take.
And that was
Apologies,
fun to
Faithful.
build. That was a lot of fun to build.
It was a lot of fun to test.
We've had that for about 6 or 7 months now.
Yeah.
That's probably one of our longest mods. Or I
Everybody
call it
fucking
mods,
loves
but
them.
it was
Everybody
a lot
loves
of fun.
the hordes around the airdrops. Especially when we were testing how many zombies to have, and we fucking maxed that bitch out. And fucking, oh god, yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. And the train events as well. When we added hordes to the train events, when you have 300-400 zombies chasing you and you're screaming "help me" and your duo is just laughing at you, you found the right duo.
Oh, that was so fun. A lot of our things that we tested was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think we had a test server at the time when we did the train events. So we put them in on the server with like 300, 400 zombies around it.
We had pretty much every zombie known demand in the server around that train event. It didn't look bad from afar. You seen, maybe 100, 150 zombies. Yeah, not a big deal. And then you run up to it, and next thing you know, you had about 400 to 500 zombies surrounding you or chasing you.
Mm-hmm. And you're screaming, "help me," and your duo just laughs at you. Mm-hmm.
Well, that brings me back to a time when you shut the door on me. I'm running behind you, and you run into a house, and you shut the door behind me, and I couldn't open the door quick enough, and we had a horde of zombies.
He says a horde. It was about 10.
It was about 15. Okay, I like to exaggerate. I am a guy, so maybe it was 25 or 30, but who really knows? All I know is there was a handful of zombies behind me, and I did not have no ammo in my gun, and I was just trying to run away. And then you decided to shut the door behind me as I got hit, and I don't know how I didn't die that day, but I do know running in front of you I was yelling, "Help me!"
Fucking help me! Help me! Help me! Oh.
Somehow I made it inside. No help to you because you were laughing so hard at me.
Show me some identification.
Yes.
Show me some identification.
The lady who said that we had to show identification when you went there to go do a base check.
Yep.
Well, newsflash. We're the server owners, and we don't need some ID. Our ID is right on Discord. It says server owner.
Which made it worse because she was in Discord.
Yeah, she said my DJ Zigzag. Was a server owner, and I guess she's not technically wrong, but she's not right either.
No.
DJ Zigzag has the DJ only role because that's one of my 7 DJs that we have.
That you are currently listening to on 89.5.
Yes. Everybody out there in the wasteland. Definitely want to say thank you to everybody who's listening out into our on our server right now. 89.5. First time we've ever went live inside the game as well. So this is kind of fun. You don't even have to be tuning in. You can just tune in right into the game.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Well, this brings me on to another crazy story. And it happened literally the other day. So we're driving around, as we do. I don't know, I can't even remember why we went to the coast. But anyway, we were at the coast on Chinaris, and we stopped because we see somebody, right? I get out. I'm like, hi, how's it going? He pulls his map out. I'm like, do you need anything? Are you good? As we do to everybody that we see on the server. And the motherfucker pulls a gun and tries to kill me. Fails miserably. The fact that I had time to say absolutely not and then just shoot him.
Well, then he joins the Discord and proceeds to say that he had you kill him. Well, yeah, of course you're going to kill him if you're pointing a gun, not just at another player, but the server owner. First off, we don't allow that in our server. It's a PvE only server on the server that he's playing on. You know, if you want to condone PvP, then that's why we have a PvP server. But he persists to say that you killed him, and I'm like, yeah, of course she killed you. You pointed the gun, you pointed it at her,
and then followed me whilst pointing it as I was moving around.
Yeah, and he was just saying that how he was new, and I'm like, you're not new when you're pointing a gun, and the only thing that's in your inventory is ammo. Like when your whole inventory inside your clothes is full of nothing but ammo, a few bits of food, and it's magazines that's full, and you're telling me that you're new to DayZ, and you didn't know you pointed your gun at somebody and you're following them. Yeah, okay. You weren't trying to get your map out because you had your map out.
Mm-hmm.
I love people. I love people.
I love people. I love people.
So yes, everybody out there in the wasteland, if you're not in our Discord, myself, J-Dog, Kit Kat, we are both the server owners. We have an amazing admin team. I definitely would highly recommend joining the Discord so you can get familiarized with not just the admin team, but we do have a few server rules on our PvE servers. If you want to condone and no rules at all, then I would recommend going over to our PvP server. Really, there's no rules apply. It is a open community server, but you can pretty much do anything and everything you ever want. Welcome back, Red Falcon. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So yeah, I know we've kind of rambled on for a little bit. I know we had some things we would definitely we're looking to touch base on.
We squirreled.
We did squirrel a little bit for about 20 minutes. But hey, you know what? That's what a podcast is all about. It's having a good fun time and taking those detours.
And who knows, maybe in the next podcast we'll have cameras.
You never know. You never know. And you can see the crazy people who's behind Do or Die. Although you could already probably see us if you've ever watched one of our live streams on Twitch. But...
about to say that. Or life in photos.
Or life in photos, yes. And my 31 display screen. Yep, 31 displays. And I still need more.
Have you got any crazy stories? We were kind of on topic there, and I was talking about the guy trying to shoot me.
Well, hi, my name is Dory. I definitely have short-term memory loss. I have short-term memory loss. So no, I don't. I probably do have a story, but it's going to come to me when we're talking about something else. and then I'll scroll and start talking about it then,
Okay.
because
Well,
that's
I have
typically
a
how it
story.
works.
I have a story for you.
What's up?
We were
What
like,
story?
day 2, day 3 maybe of being a server. We added bears.
That story. That was a fun story. That was a fun time adding bears. So at the time when we first opened our server, bears weren't actively in your server. You had to manually add them when you first opened up the server. And we wanted to add bears, of course. And so I added a few bears. And by a few bears, I think we wanted to add 10. Was it 10 bears or 15 bears? All I know is I added those bears all in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
And we went out hunting. And the good news is that we found those bears all in one spot. We found one in the distance, so we go running up to it as you would. And that was fun because I looked, I saw one, I saw two, and I wasn't ready to kill 10. I just wasn't. I turned around, I'm like, run! There's a video floating around of it.
Yep.
But that was a lot of fun. Getting knocked out, turning around. Somehow, the bears just all went away.
I killed him.
I was dead.
I killed all of them.
I didn't have the ammo for it.
One by one. One got stuck on a tree, so I just punched him to death. That's just DayZ for you. That is the most DayZ thing. I think, other than cars, fucking cars. Wow.
Flying, flipping, rolling, stopping you in the middle of nowhere.
I actually died once, randomly, driving a truck in first person. Like, I was just driving along, minding my own business, and boom, "You are dead" appeared on my screen. Turns out it was a known bug at the time.
I guess we'll, speaking of bugs, bugs and, not bugs, trucks. Speaking of trucks, anybody out there currently, don't look for a truck. You will not find them on our server at all. We do not have trucks at all on our server. The only truck that we currently have is our builder trucks that you have to get from our trader to help you build. But we did that because we allow you to have you have to open up a ticket, let us know. But if you have an active duo, you will find you'll find that you have a little bit more perks with an active duo on our server. So again, like I said, if you're not on our Discord, I definitely would highly recommend joining, looking at the rules. For people who have two or more people in your group, you do have quite a bit more perks than what we currently had before. We felt that it was something that needed to happen on all of our servers. So we implemented some new rules that benefited people who are duos or more.
Indeed.
But in that process of that, it also allowed us to remove the trucks because we knew what was going to happen with them. People were already doing it that way. So we just went ahead and mitigated the issue before it became a bigger problem. But that is the reasoning why you can find cars quite frequently around our server. And speaking of cars, we do have rental cars around all of our PvE servers, so that's kind of fun. You can kind of go certain areas, find a car. There's water in the back, gas in the trunk as well. Although there's no need to fill it up with gas. They're rental cars as soon as you step out. Most of the time, I'd say probably 95% of the time, the car's gonna go poof as soon as you step out.
Pretty much. They go poof. And speaking of cars, if you go to a car spawn and you want that car, shoot out the car you were using.
Yes, please.
Because it puts it back into the economy. Somebody else can get that car. But the more cars are on the server, the more lag is in the server, which is why we remove trucks, because they're laggy as fuck, especially when you fill them. When they're full.
We
Excuse me.
do, and I don't recommend putting anything in your truck. Even if you had a truck or a car, I definitely don't recommend you putting anything in it, because we do car wipes every Wednesday
Every Wednesday. That's nice.
of the month, the first Wednesday of the month.
There we go.
I had to finish my sentence, and you kind of stopped me as I was saying it twice. So the first Wednesday of every month, we do car wipes. So we have 12 car wipes a year, which isn't a lot, but it also helps the community. Helps you, give you something to go do in a PvE server. But also, when you're gonna have a car wipe, instead of playing when's your next car wipe. When our next car wipe is, because it's going to be the first Wednesday of every month.
Plus, there's a reminder.
Plus, there's always a reminder several days before. I know there's quite a few people who put it in the calendar, but it takes the guessing out. You know when the car wipes are going to happen. You know when things are going to go poof. That's the reason why we make it a point. We give you a builder truck. Comes with 600 storage slots, free storage. If you're struggling to find storage, come to Trader. Come hang out with us. Come talk to us. And sometimes when it's your first time, we may give you a good deal on certain things.
I think Red Falcon should get Daisy.
That would be awesome. I think so too. I will second that.
He's serving in the military at the moment.
Thank you for the service. I don't know where you're serving, if you're serving, where you're serving from, but we definitely appreciate your service, and glad that you're able to even to join us, even if it was for a little bit on our stream. We're definitely we thank you. I can only imagine how extent that job can be and how brutal that could be,
especially with the current climate.
Yeah, if it wasn't for people like you, we wouldn't be here at all. So, very thankful. But I guess talk a little bit more about some upcoming things. 1.29. 1.29 is still coming, as far as we know. At this point, there's no ETA on the release date of that. I know they've just launched a new update for experimental on console. I haven't heard any bad things about it, so I'm assuming that is a more stable version of whatever they decided to update. So I'm sure within the next month or so, 1.29 hopefully will be coming to all consoles as a stable release. I don't know if Cats has any more details or more information about it, but I am looking forward to 1.29.
I am too. It's definitely needed. We need something fresh, something new. New clothing, the new backpack. I know you're very excited for the new backpack.
Absolutely. It's a slimmer design, 64 slots. Who wouldn't want it? I mean, it's from all the looks of it, and white, has the white camo, the new camo look. But I do know that 1.29, most of the clothing updates is going to be Sakal based.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have them on all of our servers, so out there you will see all of our all the new clothing across all servers. So it's not like you have to play Sakal to see those new items. We'll be implementing them the day that it comes out on all of our servers.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. That was going to be a rough day. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things we've got to implement when 129 comes out. So bear with us. We will get it out as soon as possible. Obviously, things will be whitelisted, the same as we do a wipe. Make sure everything's working, everything's good. You know, when they push the update, again, we don't know whether it's going to require a wipe or not. We haven't heard anything. As soon as we find anything out, we will let you all know. We can promise you that as soon as we know, we will let you all know the plan of action for 129.
That's one of the unfortunate parts. Is everybody wants to know, does it require a wipe? Are we going to have to wipe? I would assume that the last wipe that they had on official was a partial wipe that didn't even need to happen. I'm sure that most of you probably seen that. That was a pointless. That was a pointless update. I have no idea why they even did the update because it absolutely done nothing for console. Did absolutely nothing for PC other than break a few mods. Which who really cares? It's mods. Most people play on a community server, and most people can um, monitor that stuff quite frequently on a PC side. On console, it did absolutely nothing for us. It broke things more than it fixed things.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
pointless update that took fucking forever. But to get back to get away from that negativity of that, 1.29 that when it does come out will be amazing. Some of the new clothing mods. I'm like I said, I'm really looking forward to the backpack. I know there's quite a few people who's looking forward to the new headdresses.
The bear
So
headdress.
yes.
Me personally, I'm excited for the fox.
Oh, people are gonna kill Todd.
Don't kill Todd. The one written rule of the server is don't kill Todd, Dave, or Finn. Finn doesn't exist right now. Finn will exist. Finn is our trader pet on Sakal. Dave is our devil goat. You may have seen him at Trader if you're there at Trader now. You will see Dave. You can't kill him. You can try, but you can't kill him. And then, of course, we have Todd on Chernarus. Todd has been day one mascot that we've had because I found foxes cute and I wanted one, and he's been stuck with us ever since. Pretty much, when we added a hare at first, but they were loud and annoying, so we changed it. We changed it to a fox, and it became Todd. From Fox and the Hound. Nothing will happen to you. We're not angry. We would just be disappointed that you kill our mascots.
I don't even think they have to worry about us being disappointed. It's the rest of the community.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the community is more disappointed than I think most time we are. They're on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Buds.
I wasn't going to point any names. But yeah, some people feel a little bit strong about the mascots.
Yes, they're very protective. Understandably. Todd is an important part. Dave is an important part, and Finn is an important part. Yeah, he doesn't exist right now. I have just moved Trader, and then shit hit the fan, and I haven't put him back in yet.
He'll be put in before too long.
One moment. Carry on chatting. I need to collect my dogs.
All right. Well, as Kat said, we do have some We have our mascots and stuff. If you haven't been to our trader, or if you're new to our server, if you join our Discord, you get all of our locations. We have a nice survive link that shows you all of our locations of where our not only our trader locations, but some of the special events that we have. We haven't showed them yet on Chinaris. We're in the process. We just haven't. We've been quite a busy. All of our bunker locations. We have 3 bunkers on Chinaris. And I say bunkers, they're like 3 key card rooms, but there are special events inside those. There's special items inside those that can fetch you a quite a bit of price if you can find a collection of 4 books on all of our servers. All 3 of our PVE servers, I should say. There is a collection of books out there. Um, all 3 servers have them in different locations. Um, they all have a different selection of books. But if you can find all 4 of them, bring them to Trader, and you make a $500,000 just by finding those 4 books in your endeavors. So that brings it quite nice. It's a big chunk of change if you can find all 4 books. But they are not easy to find with that type of revenue coming in. We definitely shouldn't make it hard to find. Um, but no, you can definitely find them on all of our servers, different books. I can't tell you which server has which books. Top of my head, I'd have to pull the list up. Um, but yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to just go and see the books out in the wild. I do know that I'm looking forward to some new things that we're adding in or in the process of finding finding the time to do them, but adding them into our server. So you will be finding some new events going forward. Most events, unless they're a pre-existing event, all new events will happen on wipes. Gives you all something to look forward to when we wipe the server. We don't have a wipe schedule. Typically, it's just whenever Bohemia um, tells us that we really need to for when they do an update. Um, we talked about doing a wipe schedule, and everybody out there listening on our server, everybody out here there listening to our live stream right now. If you are a part of our community, or a part of our Discord, we would love to hear your feedback. If you would like to have a wipe schedule instead of whenever Bohemia makes us, we have no problems. We were talking about that as well. If you want to see a wipe schedule, we can do a wipe schedule as well for our servers. This way, when the wipe is going to happen, when next time we're going to wipe the servers. Right now, it's just like I said, kind of whenever Bohemia wants us to, when they do an update. Now, the downfall of that is if Bohemia wants us to do an update and we choose not to do the wipe, then I do know that a lot of times you can have some corrupted items inside the Daisy. I know, like the 1.2 8 when it first came out, or was it 2.7? Um, you could have a lot of spoiled food after the update. Um, but we really didn't experience a whole lot. It did happen a little bit, but I know a lot of the issues happen most time in the economy section of those updates. So I think that's one of the reasons why they want you to do a wipe. For those of you who don't know, wiping the server wipes everything on your server. But when you wipe a server, they also want you to wipe the files in your server. It's not just about wiping your server and starting a clean state. They want you to completely wipe your files completely, because a lot of times they do some slight changes or some slight modifications to those economy files, or those files inside your server, whether it be like loot spawn changes. I know 1.229 is going to be doing a lot of updating with the spawn points, not just on Shinaris, but I do know Livonia as well. Where instead of grouping you all together, they're going to make it just like how Sakala is, where it's kind of a lot more random. So looking forward to the little bit more randomizing because a lot of times, you kill yourself 5 or 6 or 8 times on Shinaris, try to find the spawn point that you want because it keeps grouping you in Berezino or Chinaris, or Cherno, I'm sorry. And you're like, I just want, this spawn. So this will make things a little bit more randomized. I don't know if it's going to be better or worse. Obviously, when they launch it, it's probably nobody's going to like it. They're going to hate it, just like most things. But I think in the long run, it'll be a lot better. I'm looking forward to a little bit more randomizing of those things. Things that's going to be coming with Badlands, as most of you probably already know. If not, well, we're going to be getting motorbikes. Supposedly, there's going to be ragdoll effects with the motorbikes, so that'll be fun. But the motorbikes, it's going to be a lot of fun to see them in Cherno. I know most of our rent-a-cars, there's going to be 2 different variances of the motorbikes. You'll have a single rider motorbike, and then you'll have a dual rider motorbike. What I'd qualify as the moped. You're basically gonna have a moped, from what I've seen. So that'll be fun to see the moped in action with Badlands, not only in Badlands themselves, but in our other servers as well. To hear the weed whackers running around on Chinaris.
I deal with that every day.
You do. Welcome back. What are some things you're looking forward to on Badlands when it launches?
The new stuff on Editor. Honestly. The new buildings, the new clothing, the new
Sand?
Sand. And you know what the funniest thing is about a month before they teased it, I said, a desert map on DayZ would be fucking cool. So, and then a month later they teased Badlands and I was like, what the fuck? I predicted it. I'm a witch. I use my witchcraftness.
Well, I'm looking forward to some of the new, when we had snow, you had blizzards. This is going to be a desert map. So looking forward to what I'm only going to assume, sandstorms. I can only assume that's what's going to happen. If not, I would say that's a missed opportunity on Bohemia Interactions part if they don't implement some sort of sandstorms, considering it is a desert map. Some of the things, having to supposedly build your own water well to get water. That's going to be kind of fun. Finding probably most likely like planks or something. I don't know if they're implementing, maybe you have to find a lead pipe or a pipe and combine that. I don't know if there's going to be different stages. Like you have to build stage 1, then build stage 2, and then maybe be like a 3-stage, kind of like your watchtowers. There's three different levels. I don't know if they're going to make 3 different stages. We're going to do multiple stages in order to get water. Like their stage 1's like a water collection. Stage 2 is a water collection, but now you can fill, get canteens and stuff a lot quicker. Stage 3 will be a full-blown water well. I'm curious to know if they're going to do different stages like that. I think that'd be really kind of cool, but I don't know if that's something that they're going to do. Of course, we don't have a lot of information about that. I'm sure somebody out there probably has that information or has leaked a little bit of it, but finding the information from the right source, because anybody can say this is what they're going to do, but until I see it written down from Bohemia Interactions, it's more of just like a he said, she said type of thing, and a lot of people rely on AI. A lot of times Google AI, and unfortunately 9 times out of 10 that is not right. That's always wrong information. Not saying it's always wrong, but if you're looking for updates on a specific game, unless it's been already posted on like their primary source, it's most of the time it's always wrong information because it pulls all information from all sources. So if Daisy Wiki has it and that information could be wrong, it's going to pull it and say that that it's right.
We get information from their streams most of the time.
Yes.
That's where you hear it first, is streams. When they go live on Twitch and then they post a stream on YouTube for you to rewatch. We watch that. We hear things from them before it even gets posted on, Twitter, X, Facebook. Daisy primary source of information is definitely owners on X. Hello, you saying hello to everybody? But we're keeping our eyes out, keeping our eyes peeled for information. Like I said, when we know shit, we'll let you guys know.
Absolutely. Well, we will probably be wrapping up our stream momentarily. Probably within the next 10 minutes or so, our stream will probably end. It's been definitely a fun podcast. It's hard to believe it's already been an hour since we started our very first ever podcast live. Not just a live podcast, but also live on all of our servers as well. So it's kind of cool to experience and to do something like this. Because if you're out there and you're watching in the wasteland of any of one of our Do or Die servers, and you thought this was kind of cool, let us know. Any feedback is definitely appreciative, and I definitely am. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. I thought it was kind of fun to do.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. You guys get to listen to us ramble. If you have any questions, we post a link to join our audience and you can send us messages and we can react to it at that time. If you have any questions about the server, you want a certain thing to be talked about, certain things that you have questions about, you can pop it in chat and we will respond. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. And we appreciate it a lot. And we'll definitely be doing this again. Maybe next time with cameras. But that will be decided at a later date. Whether you want to see our beautiful faces.
Or my ugly face.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Obviously, if you're out there listening to it live on our servers, if you wanted to watch this live and you wanted to see our faces, we currently air it on Facebook, our Facebook channel, YouTube, and of course Riverside, where we're live right now. Riverside is kind of like one of our biggest things, where we kind of monitor a little bit more. So if you want to interact with us, talk with us, watching it on Riverside is going to be the best, which we share the link anytime we go live on our server. Of course, we also have our I'll start trying to put something together on our Daisy guide website. A lot of people don't know that we even have a Daisy guide website, but it's doordie.app. That's our app, which allows you to have a guide for Do or Die. I will be setting up an event there that tells you every time we go live. And I'll also implement it so this way it'll automatically share, or it'll share the link to our live stream on Riverside and probably our other platforms that we choose to stream to, which, like I said, currently it's YouTube and Facebook. But definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for everybody who's here with us today in our very first live stream podcast. It was a lot of fun. I definitely look forward to it. And if you did miss it or you want to go back and hear it, it will be showing up on Spotify, and we'll also be posting it on Apple's podcast as well. So you'll be able to rewatch it, not just on Facebook, YouTube, but also on Spotify and Apple as well.
We will be everywhere.
We will be everywhere. Kat, do you have anything else you would like to talk about before we finish things?
No, I'm pretty happy with that. And hope you really all enjoyed listening to us ramble.
Thank you. And stay tuned for the next podcast. I think we're planning on doing one every Wednesday. I'd say around 1:00. Every Wednesday around 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. I think that seems to be a decent time. Kat, I don't know if that works best for you, setting that time up every Wednesday.
Yeah, this is better because it's a little bit earlier. I don't have to be as quiet. UK time zone.
Yes. I know it's a downfall. I know we could always try shooting it a little bit early, but if we shot it any earlier, it'd have to be at least 3 hours because we want to hit that the time before after the servers reset. So again, we definitely appreciate y'all here. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us ramble and talk about some stupid things or some fun things. Everybody out there listening to us live on our website, listening to us live on DayZ. Thank you for tuning in and listening to us. Like I said, if anybody has any feedback, let us know. If I was quiet, if Kat was quiet, if you want to see different things, maybe we'll maybe our podcast we'll do some food challenges. Who knows? I wouldn't be opposed to trying out some interesting foods live on over here. Maybe me and Kat will send food to each other. UK food versus America food. Who's better? Who has the better food? I'm always gonna say America's food's better because I'm in America.
Of course, and I'm gonna say UK food is better because UK base.
I do know that your McDonald's is better than mine. Your food is McDonald's is a million times better. Looks like a fucking 5-star restaurant compared to us.
It does, the new restaurants, man. But we're screwing again.
We are. Stay tuned for those conversations on our next live podcast. I appreciate you all tuning in. And this is Do or Die signing out. We definitely appreciate it.
Bye, Felicias.